Dawn breaks over the secluded forest cabin. The solitary survivor steps out, washing away the remnants of sleep with icy stream water, while his loyal canine companion watches in silence. Releasing the penned black sheep, he ensures the young animals are fed with fresh milk, establishing a harmonious rhythm of survival in the wild. This is not merely a morning routine, but a sacred ritual of maintaining balance with nature. Inside the cabin, a brief moment of warmth is shared with affectionate pets before the harsh reality of survival demands attention. Securing his heavy bamboo basket, the lone woodsman assesses the distant tree line, seeking optimal hunting grounds. He vanishes into the dense emerald canopy, transitioning from peaceful caretaker to relentless forager. Halting at the base of a steep slope, he carefully examines the decaying leaf litter for subtle animal trails. With precise strikes of his machete, fresh bamboo is segmented and carved into intricate trigger mechanisms. Utilizing the principles of leverage, a massive rotting log is suspended above, transforming raw materials into a lethal gravity-powered snare, designed to catch prey unaware in the dense forest shadows below him. Deep in the rugged terrain, primitive crushing traps are meticulously rigged along the slippery rocks. Carefully adjusting the dual stick supports for sensitivity, he places the final bait. With the deadly mechanisms now armed, he melts back into the underbrush, leaving the silent forest to do its work. Emerging from the dense woods with a large bundle of fresh banana leaves, he begins the journey back. Crossing the bamboo bridge, his loyal dog leads the way, while a small lamb follows closely behind. The sprawling camp, featuring clear pools and scattered wooden structures, stands as a testament to resilience in the wild. Standing by the water, he probes the stream bed with a long pole, carefully selecting the perfect foundation for a new structural project. Kneeling on the ground, he relentlessly saws through thick logs, the rhythmic scraping echoing through the quiet valley. This grueling preparation of raw timber is not merely physical labor, but the essential foundational step for a monumental upgrade to the camp's infrastructure. The neatly aligned logs signal a clear shift, from rough preparation to precise joinery. Wielding a sharp chisel and heavy wooden mallet, he strikes with deliberate force, carefully carving the first rectangular mortise into the timber. This steady rhythmic cadence of wood on wood marks the quiet passage of time. As the ancient art of mortise and tenon, construction slowly takes shape. In the wilderness down by the stream, parallel logs are carefully positioned to ensure a perfectly level base. Straddling the timber, a hand-cranked auger bores deep into the wood core, preparing for the crucial locking phase. Driving wooden wedges into the holes and trimming the excess, the structural joints are permanently secured, showcasing an ancient yet unyielding engineering wisdom. A brief pause for affection as the black sheep joins the worksite, rewarded with tree bark for its curiosity. Shifting back to the task, a long bamboo pole is tested on the opposite bank to confirm the stability of the first bridge support. Wading into the rushing current, he battles the slippery stones to erect the next massive vertical pillar, turning a daunting aquatic challenge into a conquered milestone. Muscles straining, a massive log is leveraged across the water, inching forward until it securely rests on the opposite support. Splashing the water in triumph, he quickly climbs ashore to verify the alignment. A second main beam is then hoisted into place, spanning the stream and forming the suspended skeletal framework of the new crossing, balancing on the newly laid main beams. He carries bamboo bundles across the precarious span, the creaking wood, a testament to the structure's integrity. A final decisive strike secures the last wedge, marking the completion of the primary framework. With the bridge's skeleton standing firm, he returns to the cabin to haul heavy wooden planks. Ready to flesh out the crossing, planks are laid transversely across the parallel beams, carefully aligned to create a smooth walking surface. Shuttling back and forth between the cabin and the bridge, the structure rapidly takes its final form, its reflection dancing on the tranquil pond. Using a hand drill with relentless rhythm, he bores precise holes through every board, preparing for the ultimate binding of the deck. With the final wedges trimmed flush, the crisp sound of the blade marks the flawless completion of the main deck. He crouches low, shifting a heavy plank with care to ensure perfect perpendicular alignment against the primary beam. Then, with focused intent, he drives the wooden pegs deep into the joints. Each steady resonant strike locks the ramp and platform together, transforming separate components into one unified, unshakable structure. He shoulders a massive log, navigating the chaotic river stones with steady steps. Standing waist deep in the water, he braces a vertical post, stomping it firmly into the mud to ensure absolute stability. Positioned on the framework, he slowly lowers the main beam, guiding it to mate perfectly with the submerged pillar below. Kneeling at the bridge edge, he secures a naturally curved branch, which serves as both structural reinforcement and organic aesthetic touch. Walking the full length to test resilience, his satisfied nod confirms the engineering success. Returning to the staging area, he gathers another large stack of retreated flooring boards, steadily pushing the entire project toward its final phase. With the decking nearly complete, the final gap awaits closure. The last two planks are wedged securely into place, sealing the crossing and uniting the divided banks with quiet precision. Earlier crouching at the bridgehead, he laid out the remaining boards swiftly, finalizing the continuous pathway that now seamlessly integrates with the wild landscape. Approaching the bamboo cabin, the final floorboards are laid, shifting focus entirely to structural fortification. He crosses the newly finished bridge to retrieve specialized tools from the interior. The hand-cranked drill bites into the timber, carving out precise vertical holes for the locking mechanism. Prefabricated wooden wedges are driven into drilled holes, hammered home with the back of a machete to ensure an unbreakable bond. He inspects the tightened joints, brushes off dust, then stages a fresh batch of round logs in the middle of the bridge for the safety railings. Vertical posts are inserted into the recut slots on both sides of the beam, struck repeatedly to embed them deeply into the framework. Dragging long straight poles from the opposite bank, he begins assembling the horizontal crossbars, utilizing a primitive interlocking structure. The lengthy handrails are installed, blending seamlessly with the natural surroundings. Pacing back and forth across the bridge, he rigorously tests the railing's strength, while his loyal dog rests peacefully on a nearby rock, securing the top horizontal handrail. He shakes the posts violently to confirm there is absolutely no give. Standing on the rocks below, he evaluates the visual harmony of the structure, a quiet smile reflecting his deep satisfaction with the work. With the entire railing system now fully completed, he stands at the bridgehead, gazing out at the sturdy and beautiful crossing that spans the stream. Returning to an overly tall post, he uses a handsaw to carefully trim it down to the perfect height, smoothing the freshly cut surface and pushing firmly against the wood. He verifies that this final detail meets his exacting standards, selecting a massive naturally curved log from the dense forest. He displays remarkable physical strength by carrying the heavy timber on his shoulder to the bridge site, carefully embedding one end of the long pole into a designated notch. He secures the suspended end firmly in midair. Final hammer strikes seal the structure completely, as the organic curve of the wood perfectly matches the surrounding environment. With the grand project nearing its absolute completion, standing atop the arch bridge, he surveys the tranquil pool and the distant green mountains, taking in the peaceful sanctuary he has built. Sitting on the wooden floor, he shares a quiet moment of affection, gently petting the dog and sheep that gather around him. Shouldering a massive bamboo basket and armed with a machete, the lone survivor sets off into the wild, his animal companions watching him depart with silent loyalty. Striding across the sturdy wooden bridge, he disappears into the dense, untamed jungle on the opposite bank. Spotting a target in the shallow water, his hand shoots out with lightning speed, snatching a stream creature without disturbing the serene environment. Moving to a slower eddy, he bends low, his body coiled in a state of hyper-focused readiness for the next catch. Back inside the rustic cabin, skewered ingredients are carefully angled near the hearth's glowing embers, to slow roast via gentle, radiant heat. Down by the quiet stream, he fills a small black pot with fresh, clear water, while washing crisp kohlrabi on flat stones for precise cutting, returning indoors. He adds several fresh logs to the fire, where bright flames burst upward with loud crackling sounds, clearly signaling the start of a well-earned feast in the warm and cozy interior. The pot boils vigorously, cooking the kohlrabi chunks, while the roasted forest frogs emit an irresistible charred aroma. Laying out a massive green banana leaf as a platter, he prepares the dining space with bamboo utensil, bringing the skewered frogs to the windowside table where his pets wait loyally at his feet. He arranges the wild delicacies with meticulous care. Tearing into the crispy frog meat with his bare hands, he sits down to savor the fruits of his labor. A tender piece is tossed to the excited dog, who happily trots over to its designated bamboo trough. Returning to his meal, he picks up a translucent slice of kohlrabi, followed by a hearty bite of the whole roasted frog, then indulging in the pure and unadulterated flavors of the wilderness. Chewing the final bite of food, he gazes out the window at the layered green peaks, lost in a moment of profound tranquility. The sprawling domain from the clear pools to the exquisite bamboo bridge stands as a vibrant testament to survival and creation. Ascending the winding bridge, He pauses to watch the flowing water, his loyal dog trotting closely behind in the dappled sunlight.